Hello and welcome back to Quilts by Carmel. I am Jo Carmel and we are celebrating Black Quilters for Black History Month this month. Week 2 is Bisa Butler. We want to quilt like Bisa Butler. She is an artist and she does phenomenal portrait quilts. They are just out of this world, guys. Let me just show you the cover, inside cover of her. So these are quilts and they are phenomenal. She actually goes on the long arm and does the stitching. You just got to see this. I have linked 2 YouTube videos and her website, as well as a New York Times article about her style and how she develops and how she flows, I'll say. She's phenomenal. And she is my #1 quilter / artist right now. I just love her work. I'm just overwhelmed by it. It's so vibrant and so alive. She brings these portraits, because she uses portraits as her starting point, and she brings them alive, guys. You can see the personalities. And look at the background fabric that she chooses. It's just so different. I absolutely love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, so this book is available on her website, bisabutlerart.com. I'll link it below. And then she also has a quilt right now on exhibit at the Fabric of Our Nation. I believe it's in Iowa right now, but double check, okay? It's the same book again. She's on the cover. It's the Morris Brown baseball team. However, she calls it To God and Truth. That's how she named it. But it's phenomenal. It takes up the whole wall. It's so fantastic. You just have to kind of see it in person, because look at the bats. They're made with African fabrics. Then you look at the shoelaces and how she stitched with colored thread. It's just very amazing, guys. I can't say it enough. So this is another one of her quilts. And then there's one more I want to tell you about. There's actually 2. Let me go to this one first. It was at LACMA, and that's LA Museum. Let me see. I hope I saved it. I remember. It's page 58, because I was so taken with it. It's of Chadwick Boseman. He passed in 2020, and she did a phenomenal quilt of him. And just look at that background. And if you don't know who he is, he played the main character in Black Panther. So, and that's the Marvel action hero, I guess. And, oh, here he is right here on the front too. This book is called Black American Portraits, and it's phenomenal. It has works from Gordon Park in it. It has all type of art in it, and portraits. So it's pretty fantastic too. I got this from the Renwick Museum when I was in Washington, D.C. last year. I will try to find it to link it as well, okay? So I'm super excited. The last quilt that I got to see was called Sojourner, and it was Harriet Tubman, and it was at the Museum of African American History. Fantastic. I went back 2 days, guys. It was just so overwhelming for me, and I don't see it in these, but I'm gonna stop and just go to her website and let's take a look at her world. It is phenomenal, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, let's just jump right in and go to her website. And I just want to show you this remarkable woman and her remarkable talent, okay? Here she is, Miss Bisa Butler. I stand corrected. It's bisabutler.com. That is her website. I've seen this quote before her. It's called Don't Tread on Me. And then it has some words behind it, but it's phenomenal. It's about the 369th Regiment. And it was at the Renwick Gallery, and it was awe-inspiring, guys. I spent a good, I don't know, part of the day there just looking at the work and just loving how vibrant and alive she made these men. She used a picture as her starting point and created this masterpiece, I'm gonna call it. So let's look at where some of her current exhibits are. I don't know where this is currently on display, but I will, that'll be my homework. But I also got to see um, this quilt, phenomenal quilt of Harriet Tubman. It says, I go to prepare a place for you. That's what she named it. It's at the National Museum of African American History and Culture in Washington, D.C. I went 2 days, guys, because it was just that fantastic. Oh, here it is. Don't Tread on Me, Goddamn, Let's Go. The Harlem Hellfighters. It's at the Smithsonian American Art Museum. Okay, I'll have to check that out because I saw it at the Renwick. And here's another one, I Am Not Your Negro. It's just, these are just phenomenal. And let me go to talk about her a little. Actually, I don't want to talk about her because she does a very good job of telling you herself what her aesthetic is and her style and where it came from. Okay, but I do want to show you where you can purchase the books and prints. So here's her book. You can uh, purchase this book and prints and more. Let's see. Oh, you can even purchase Fabric of Our Nation here. And Unbound is another one. This is real recent, I believe. So dive in, guys. And oh, here's even about Afrocobra. Sorry. She also talks about Kool-Aid colors. You have to hear this woman speak about her art. She is phenomenal. Okay, guys. So go to her website, Bisa Butler Art. No, BisaButler.com. Sorry. I want to see if there's any others that I'm missing. No, I'm just going to have to send you to this website so that you can see and read about her. And if you go to the About Bisa Butler, and she'll tell you all about her story. All right. Here are a couple personal videos and pictures of my time viewing her awesome quilts.
It's a machine. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, this is so amazing. Look at the use of color. Blue.
And the faces.
Yeah, and the hands. Those are two different fabrics. And stitching.
Yeah, she died with military honors.
Yeah, she was a spy for the Union
Yeah,
Army.
you know, because she was completely illiterate. She didn't read or write, but she had a fantastic memory, which made her an excellent spy.
Right.
Yeah.
And she knew all the routes.
Absolutely.
Bisa Butler, another gem. This is the picture of the 369th Infantry Regiment. And here's the quilt. Oh my gosh. Absolutely stunning. Look at the eyes. Look at the faces. Look at the stitching. The shoes. She's brought them alive. It's amazing. All right, guys, that is Miss Bisa Butler. Her quilts are phenomenal. Can you understand why she's my favorite now? But next week, we want to quilt like Faith Ringgold, who Bisa Butler actually she mentions in her book about her Blacklight series and how she influenced her work, and Rosie Lee Tompkins and her work. And I am just super excited. We are going to do 2 next week because there are so many wonderful Black quilters. We're going to take 2 next week and we're going to go over them. We're going to look at Faith Ringgold's Tar Beach quilt because she is more of an artist per se than quilty. But Rosie Lee Tompkins, she was very private, and we're going to get to dive into her quilting. And I am really new to her, so I'm super excited to bring what I've learned to you all. Come back next week, Monday night, and we will do week 3, Quilt Like Faith and Rosie. I'm not sure how I'm going to put that, but that's the ideal, okay? Bye, guys.